What's up, guys? Jack here. Today I'm bringing you my newest and greatest park. I normally do like street parks or like realistic kind of places, but I decided today I would do a little bit of mega, and I made a mega park. So Shadow, you're definitely gonna like this place. But this one was probably one of the hardest parks I've ever built. It took like well over 15 hours to do. It was a huge pain in the ass. But it's like I think it's one of my new personal favorites because it came out really good. It's about 97% done. I still have like 2 things I need to do. I have all this extra. I was gonna add more scaffolding to make it look a little bit more realistic. So I have all this extra scaffolding still to add a little bit more realistic touch. And I also need to fix one of the ramps because it's not really working. But this is the park. It came out really good. Everything's like structurally supported with like scaffolding and stuff, so it looks realistic, and everything works very well except this part right here on this ramp. Whenever you get to like here-ish, you fall off your board, so I have to fix that. But that's really the only thing that I have to fix. Everything else works really well. And I think it's like a total of like 5 ramps. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. But it came out really well, and I'm really proud of this park. It just looks really good. It's beautiful, and it's also really fun to skate. Ugh, I got like some sort of lisp going right now. I don't know why that is. It's weird. But yeah, this park is it's just amazing. I spent a good bit of time going on the detail. I mean, some ramps, like there were some ramps that I didn't even put in. I mean, like I had to like redo ramps. I literally spent like over an hour trying to tweak with a ramp, and I ended up not even putting the ramp in. Also, that ending I gotta work on a little bit. I gotta make that a little farther so you can get to that. But yeah, this was a huge pain in the ass. Like this one right here, I had to completely redo it after spending like several hours working on it. Oh yeah, I also forgot to change that right there. There's a little spot right there that's a little not supposed to be like that, but yeah. But no, this park, I used the merge glitch, obviously. I actually don't think I used any, besides like trees and stuff, in rocks, I didn't use any DLC. So it actually does have DLC, but not a whole lot of it. And all the transfers and ramps work actually like really well. And I was surprised on that because it took a very long time to make this park. Ugh, I feel like I'm talking weirdly. I don't know why. It's weird. But yeah, and then I made this entire like ground. I started out by making the ground, and then I worked with the mega ramps, then I structurally supported them, and that's basically how I did the entire thing. But all the ramps work really well. So what I did is I made this ground like completely like just weird and like all like sculpted and very different, and like it's just your normal straight ground. That took like an hour or 2, and then I kind of built the mega around it. I started out with this mega right here, and this is just a straight down, which goes into a nice gap into another gap. It's like a 3-4 set gap, and then I originally had this being attached, but the transfer wasn't working out too well, so I just made it a gap. You go down, and then you have one of 2 choices here. You can either go straight and grind the rail, or take this section and go into this nice ramp, and then which goes into here and into there. Or you can, if you don't make that, you go straight down into this, and then you go up, you go into the transfer wall right here, which then takes you into that. And then this is one of my personal favorites. I really like this one, which I still have to fix, but you come down this very nice steep ramp, you do this beautiful little gap right here, which then leads out to here, which you then take up this transfer into this other transfer. And that's basically how all the ramps work, and I went in and I structurally supported it all, making it look more realistic, like a real park, and then I added color, I added in trees and rocks and whatnot to make it more of like a hill kind of feel. And overall, I spent a good bit of time on this park, and it came out really good, I think. I really like it, personally. I think it's one of my personal favorite parks. I think it's one of the best parks I've ever made. My normal park build time is like 4 to 10 hours, but I spent well over 15 hours on this. So yeah, this one came out pretty good, and that's what I was talking about. That one was glitches right there, but yeah, this is definitely one of my personal favorite parks. It looks really good. I mean, you can get some really sick lines going and whatnot, and yeah, I believe I tested it out on hardcore and normal, so it does work on the 2 of those, I think. For some reason, I think it works out on hardcore, but not normal on like one of the ramps. Because I had a friend that was skating it on normal. It didn't work out for him. So But I remember when I had tested it out on hardcore that it did work. But yeah. Like, yeah, it was this one right here that didn't work on normal, but it works on hardcore and easy. And sometimes you have to aim it just right, because sometimes the transfers don't really work. But like overall, this perk works really nicely, and I'm very proud of it. It wasn't really anything innovative or different that I used to make this. It was just a lot of like sculpting with the ramps and making sure everything was working well, which was kind of a pain. No, that one. It used to be you could never make that the top grind little ramp onto the other section, but now it's actually easier to do this part than going to the other one, going to the wall. For some reason, I guess after I tweaked it, I made it a little. It did different a little bit, and then it's more realistic because when you normally hit a vert ramp, you don't hit it with that much speed, and you don't get a lot of air. Like, you don't hit it and get like 50 feet of air. You only get like 20 feet of air, 10, 20 feet of air. Like, when you hit a vert ramp in real life off of a mega ramp, you do not get like 50 feet of air like in this game. You know, so it is more realistic in that sense. I mean, it also is kind of crazy with all the gaps and whatnot. But yeah, I want to try to hit up that the vertical one. Let me break a little here. No, yeah, but that's pretty much the entire park. It was just more of a hassle, really, than, like, innovative, I guess. But I really like it. It came out really well, in my opinion. There we go. Pop this gap. Yeah, so this is definitely one of my favorite parks. I only have to do another 2 things, and then it will be 100% done. But I really like how it came out. It's just an awesome park. I mean, just look at it. It came out so beautiful, and it's so fun to skate. I think Shadow is really gonna like this one. Oh, it's just oof. It's just wonderful. I mean, as a park builder, I try to combine looks and stuff that's fun to skate, and I think I really did that because this looks freaking amazing, and having skated it many times, is a lot of fun to skate. Yeah, change that real quick. Change the color. There we go. That's fixed. That was annoying me. I meant to do that the other day. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire part. Oh, that got changed in color. Oh no, okay. I'm getting sidetracked right here, but I don't have the merge glitch on right now, so I have to be kind of careful when I'm doing this. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, you guys get the point here. I really like this park. Came out really well. It's one of my personal favorites. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.